Welcome to Guilty Pleasures Live! Wow. We are here at Dynasty Typewriter for our live finale with the hottest audience I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And we are ready to talk about Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2.
How full circle is this? Where we started?
First episode.
First episode.
Does anyone remember? Was anyone there from day one? I couldn't believe it. But before we start and get into it, can we play a little game?
Let's do it.
You guys down for a little game?
We just started the podcast part, but yeah, let's.
No, it's a game for the podcast.
No, well, we're gonna edit it out of the podcast because it's just for them. So
well,
like,
how do I know someone at home doesn't want to play?
Yeah, they might want to play.
If you drink and partake in a beverage, get it out at home now.
Yeah.
But also, if you have a drink here,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's a live interactive game.
oh, there's like a drinking game.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a drinking game.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay,
Unless, do you guys not want a drinking game? No. Yeah, exactly. They want a drinking game.
kind of bullying them into it,
Yeah.
but
That's how I got by so far as a high-functioning alcoholic. I was like, take this shot with me.
Okay, sure.
all right. So, what are the rules of a guilty pleasures drinking game?
If you've listened to nearly 200 episodes with us, you know that we all kind of tend to have certain habits about the episodes, certain things you know are going to happen. Like, for example, how about we drink if Garrick needs to talk about a movie that's like not even close to what we're talking about.
Not even close at all.
To reference like a fight scene or anime.
Yeah.
Double drink if it's anime.
Oh.
Double drink with anime.
Drink twice.
Or if he needs to if he apologizes because he doesn't remember the name of somebody.
Yeah. I forget names. I'm a good with faces. I don't know
But now
fucking names.
let's turn lemons into lemonade.
Okay, let's do it.
make it a drink game.
Sounds good.
And if Zach makes like a really white boy with a film degree reference, you know, like some shit someone who went to Chapman would know, where you're just like, shut up.
Yeah.
Or like a music reference that's like not really a part of.
I'm trying to think if I have like a semiotic read on this film, but I'm going to think about it.
If he uses a word we don't know.
Because I did
What
think that
is
the
semiotic?
franchise up until this point was about the like it was like an abstinence parable, right?
It's
but then this
always a
movie kind of throws
larger
it out. So I guess
metaphor.
that being said, drink because I did it.
Exactly. You catching my drift?
Yeah. And then also drink if Kelsey brings up any part of her anatomy. Just any part, and if she says
My neck,
yeah,
my back,
drink
lick
twice.
my pussy, and my car. You can't edit
drink
me,
all
we're
three
live. This is my dream. I can finally be her.
You know what's crazy is I just this second had like the fear of God struck in me because I went, what's next?
What do we talk about?
Well, I was like, how does this show work? And I went, oh, right, I have to give a synopsis.
Yeah.
Which, shocking to people who listen to the episode, I never planned those. I know it sounds very well thought out.
Yeah, it does.
We know, okay.
Do they not sound thought out? Is that why you said we know?
He's a great bullshitter.
So good.
A great bullshitter, and I mean that. I mean that as a compliment.
Right, that's the biggest compliment. My son knows how to rip.
Oh. She called you son, dog.
That is your mother.
I'm playing to one audience member for the rest of the show.
That is mother.
My son knows how to fucking riff, bro.
Shaw Girl is amping me up.
Shaw! That was Shaw Girl?
Shaw.
Shaw's just a confirmation. I'm just affirming.
Oh.
And I do feel affirmed.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's dive into this fucking movie. Yeah?
What's it about, Zach?
What's the synopsis?
Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, the epic conclusion to the Twilight Saga. Are you laughing because I'm buying time?
No.
You just say it with your whole chest.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
My Zach O.C. on full display. Bella.
What you doing, Loca?
She's a fucking vampire now. After multiple movies of vampire edging, she finally has her full powers unlocked. She and Edward are enjoying matrimonial bliss with their new, totally not freaky CGI baby, Renesmee.
Oh, Renesmee.
But
what a name.
Uh-oh!
He did the thing!
The Volturis found out about this freaky-ass immortal child, and they're coming to kill everybody. But not so fast, because they're gonna give the Swan family, frankly, as much time as they fucking need to go all around the world to find people in the remote reaches of the Amazon, to take a little side quest to find, what's our Mr. Robot motherfucker?
Oh, Rami Malek.
Rami Malek.
What's he doing in there?
I knew that fucking name.
Oh my God, is this what it's like when you guys are listening and you're yelling?
Oh, you guys all just scream the name. You fucking idiots, Rami Malek. God damn it.
This is great. We should be doing this live.
This is better.
Oh,
this
Here
is
on out.
better.
Yeah.
The Volturi are gonna kill them all unless Bella can decipher the code on the Shakespeare paper. And they're gonna get in a big fight, but maybe they won't.
Uh-oh.
This is Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. Okay, I'm really glad that we've already had a few corrections because we have a live audience this time, which is very exciting for us because we're a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, we don't do much work.
And I have a feeling that there are people in this audience who know this movie a lot better than us. Amen.
Amen.
You didn't have to say amen.
And if I might add, Shah. So throughout this, we're going to be coming to some of you. If you have a topic that you want to hear talked about, or frankly, if we're off the rails,
bring us back home.
Bring
you
us
know?
back.
Yeah.
We're going to get you involved in this.
So start thinking about your favorite moments in this. If we somehow aren't touching on it, we want to ask you guys what you want us to expand on.
But where should we begin, gang?
I mean,
The beginning.
I feel like she's looking at us.
No, I'm not ready to talk about her.
Not yet?
I'm not ready to talk about Renesmee.
No.
But that is the most beautiful baby I've ever seen.
It's simultaneously 17 and 0 at the same time.
No, the beginning of this movie is honestly fucking dope. Here's the thing that I don't understand. And okay, we're just gonna start with the audience feedback. So for multiple movies, Edward's been like, Bella, I can't do it to you.
Yeah.
I simply can't turn you into a vampire.
Yeah. I
won't.
You're not ready. Nah, seems like being a vampire is sick as hell.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty
What
dope.
was he waiting for?
Sounds pretty dope.
As she says, I may be dead, but I've never felt more alive. And that was a mic drop moment.
Was it?
I was like, I feel like she just did Molly for the first time. She's fucking running through the forest. She can like hear a dandelion sprout. There's fucking squirrels, and she's like touching she's like, oh my God, everything feels amazing. And I'm like, yeah, for a dopamine or a serotonin lacquer, this sounds awesome.
It was giving Bradley Cooper in Limitless.
Oh. Maybe
And
he
she
was
can
just
run.
turning into a vampire. Maybe that was his whole thing.
He was too tan. This girl got pissed. I mean,
Yeah.
And listen, I don't want to start with the guilt, but who the fuck did the makeup on these motherfuckers for 5 films?
Yeah.
For 5 films, we were like, no, that looks good. We shouldn't be able to. They should be 2 different colors.
Don't do them like that. Back in these days, or of the late days of like, I don't know, when did this come out? 2012?
1942.
so
Yeah, they
great.
weren't. They didn't have the technology back then.
Yeah, makeup, color matching. I don't know. They were so pale in the face and so caked.
They didn't look pale. That's just how everybody in Seattle looks like.
As a fellow pale, even I was like, ooh.
I loved watching her be strong vampire. You know, that's the cliffhanger that we end the last movie on is her eyes close and then boom, they open red, right? And so you're watching Bella, she's like too strong for Jacob, and for Edward.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa! First
Starting
fuck up of the
out.
show.
And it won't be our last.
No, it won't. We're gonna do like several more.
So many.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like basically like breaking Edward's bones while they're making out.
Yeah.
And it did feel like, oh yeah, she's gonna peg him.
Oh.
It did. I didn't even realize. Wow, you really opened my third eye with this. Damn.
Truly, we spent 4 movies not getting fucking
Yeah.
at all.
And
then they were like, scene 1, we don't even want to see the baby yet.
yeah.
Do you want to see your child? I gotta run and fuck.
Right,
Get
wait.
me out of here.
Wait a second.
I'm like, don't you want to? No.
Talk
Oh my
about an
God.
overwhelming 12 hours for Bella Swan, right? Okay, so she's just finished the climax of the last movie.
Yeah.
Nearly dies during childbirth.
Looks insane.
Look, is a fragile little bone baby
Yes.
of a human, gets injected with vampire. Okay, I believe Edward bites her 14 times
Yep.
across her entire body. Right. Okay, so that's where we left off. That's hour 1. Then she wakes up, says, "I'm gonna go for a run.
In my day clothes.
Not gonna meet my baby. Also, I can hear spiders now.
Yep.
I can smell chipmunks. Also, there's a dude free climbing a mountain
Yeah.
like Tom Cruise at the beginning of
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 2.
The fucking free solo guy is
He's
up
free
there.
soloing.
He's free
There are
soloing,
no
and she's like,
ropes.
"I'm gonna fucking kill that dude."
Yeah.
She spider
oh my
monkeys up
God.
a fucking mountain.
Oh shit.
The mouth acting in this first 10 scenes also, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
She's already a real it's like giving Coke jaw where she's for all my Coke heads out there. But then she amps the mouth up as a vampire. She is
And then she jumps off the cliff.
Yep.
This is like Empire State Building
Right.
size cliff.
Yeah.
She can fly now.
Yeah. Apparently.
And then she bites a cougar's neck.
Mountain.
You remember that?
Yeah.
She fully tackles a mountain lion, bites into his neck, wipes the blood, and says, "Time to meet my child."
Right.
That's an overwhelming day.
I caught it.
Shaw.
Do we have an extra chair that we can?
Yeah. Well, hey,
You know what? I have needed more feminine energy on this podcast. I feel so alone.
I couldn't find this clip when I went back, but I just wrote, when they do meet Renesmee in this movie, the baby's licking its lips. So, if this image is not upsetting enough for you, I want you to imagine it going,
Sorry, what was that? I thought, but I kind of I had something in my eyes. So I just want to make sure. Speaking of Renesmee, do you guys like merch? Yeah? Someone want to win some merch? Oh, okay, you little sluts. They got so hyped for some free shit. I
Whores,
love
not
free
sluts.
shit.
Whores.
Oh, sorry.
wow.
Familia.
Look at you guys correcting yourselves.
No, my
We're not
favorite.
sluts. We're whores.
My favorite is when I'm in public and someone comes up to me going,
Yes.
"I'm a guilty whore."
Right. It's nuts.
No context for anyone else
It's
in
like,
the public
yo,
area.
calm down. I am with my mom. She's very Caribbean. She does not know what this is
It's
about.
probably a different experience for you guys versus me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was thinking a lot about the name Renesmee.
it's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
What a name.
By the way, I because this is an intimate audience, I will tell you that if it's a daughter, we're naming her Renesmee.
Obviously.
Oh,
So-
sick.
Obviously. And I was just thinking,
I said it's about my unborn. If it's a daughter,
it's a daughter.
I'll figure it out.
And I was thinking about how that name gets so much shit and rightfully so because it's an insane choice. But are there other famous movie characters? And so I was like, oh, let's make a game. You know I love a game. You know I love games, y'all. Let's play another game. I was like, what if I tell the
Jigsaw.
audience, you want to play a game? Renesmee's an insane name. And I was like, what if we give the audience the prompt of who can think of a more insane movie character name than Renesmee?
So you are positing that there is a character in media that has a worse name
Than Renesmee.
than Renesmee.
And I want to give the question to you now so you guys can think about it. And then we'll ask the audience for the best answers, and the one with the best one that we all collectively decide. How about they want a Familia sweatshirt?
How about that?
I don't know, does anyone want a Familia sweatshirt? I think that could be fun. Let me start us off. What if I start us off?
Okay.
Worst name than Renesmee?
Uh-huh.
Peter Malark.
Wow. That's pretty...
Boo! Boo! Is it worse? It's not worse?
You know what's crazy is that the only name that came to my mind is also from Hunger Games, which is Tucci's last name is Flickerman. Right? Isn't it Caesar Flickerman? That's kind of a crazy fucking name, but honestly, if Tucci was like, "Sup, I'm Flickerman," I'd be like, "Get over here."
Sit on me. What about? I feel like Willy Wonka is a pretty bad one.
Yeah,
It's a fucking great
classic.
name. That tells you everything.
Willy Wonka. If someone introduced themselves as Willy Wonka, I'd be like 5 feet away, sir.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away
but
from me.
it's not worse than Renesmee, though. Renesmee
You don't think?
No, Renesmee is
Okay, so I challenge you.
horrible.
Start thinking now, and we'll ask again later if someone thinks of one, and we'll have some people shout it out, collectively vote on who comes up with the best one.
Do you think it says William Wonka on his birth certificate?
Will I am Wonka?
Absolutely.
William Wonkerman?
Do you think anyone's called him Bill Wonka?
Billy Wonks?
Billy Wonks? It's
Ew.
awful. Yeah, gross. Ew.
My name is William J. Wonka.
No, it's
This
not.
is Rainie. Hang on. Sorry, Kelsey.
I didn't know you could
We're
do
gonna
that.
do a poll on the live stream too. So if you're online and seeing this from Delaware, Washington D.C., etc., you can put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, fam.
I love this. Hi, this is Rainie from the booth. Please get back to the fucking movie. The thing people came here to talk about. Well, we're talking about Renesmee.
Let's fucking do it.
Oh my God.
This baby.
This baby is fucking gorgeous. We're all thinking it, right?
Haunting. Haunting is the
Haunting.
word.
Is a good way to
It's-
describe it.
Cheese. Sorry.
Not the it's.
It's just CGI for way too long. Why did they not hire
A baby.
Well, so the reason that I think, and this is genuine,
Okay.
the reason that I think they thought is
Yeah.
because, as Stephanie Meyer wrote it, this is the most beautiful baby to ever exist. And therefore,
Is it?
they couldn't just hire any old uggo baby off the street. They needed a baby with pure raw sex appeal.
Ew. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You guys are all fans of a book where a grown man falls in love with a baby. Get the fuck out of my face,
The
dog.
first line that Jacob's... When Jacob comes up to Bella...
She did it. Stephanie Meyer did it. And it's your fault for loving it. Congratulations.
We did make
This
it
movie
famous.
bends over backwards to promise you they're not grooming the baby. But what the fuck, guys?
Nuts.
What is going on? Okay, so they...
Yeah.
We all feel weird about it.
Jacob,
It's one of those
we
things.
haven't discussed it. Jacob comes in and tells Bella that he's imprinted on his daughter, and he goes, "It's not what you think, Bella." And I'm like, dog, I think it kind of fucking is.
I think we've explicitly spent 4 movies making sure that that is what it is.
Yeah.
We get to like the very end of the movie, and they have the the flash forward of like they're happily ever after, and Edward, you know what I'm talking about, and Jacob and fucking Renesmee are nuzzling little necks. This is Woody Allen all over again, and I don't like it.
Did everyone come?
You guys love this movie. Stop.
No, there are genuinely parts that I blacked out this movie for sure because I watched it again this morning. And I forget that there's a moment where Jacob looks at Edward and says, "Should I call you Daddy?"
Yeah. Okay, no, all right. So, Jacob.
Yeah, he was joking,
Is there
but he
genuinely
wasn't.
anyone in this audience that thinks they can defend this and that we have this wrong? Be brave. Be brave.
Who's brave? Who's
All right.
brave?
Nobody's
Spotlight's
that
on you.
brave.
Also, the cops are outside.
Go ahead, Booth, with the light cue. We told them we're like, do whatever you want. Something feels fun.
So, you guys talk for a second.
Oh. So that baby fucking thing is fucking going
I spoiled the reveal. Pretend you didn't see that. This would have hit so much better.
I didn't see it. What is
Oh
it?
my
This
God.
would've- So, So
we haven't seen the stuff that Zach has
we
brought
asked
up.
him to tell us what he was going to bring up so we could prepare, and he said no.
God, I really fucked that one up, man. This would have hit so much better.
I don't think you did because I don't know what's happening.
So, Jacob has imprinted on Bella's daughter, which gives us the iconic scene, you imprinted on my daughter, / you nicknamed my baby after the Loch Ness Monster. And so I thought we would...
God.
This is so much better live.
I'm sorry.
It's
so much better live. Also, I do have to admit, this is the first time I'm seeing this movie. So, same. Okay, so same. All right, same.
Wait, make some noise if this is your first time.
And by the way, also, woo.
Yeah, all right, there it is.
I had not watched this movie until I'd been saving myself.
When we finished the last one, after we were done recording, and I was like, I can't fucking wait for y'all to see the next one.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you will not, your jaw will be on the fucking floor.
Fair.
Was it?
Oh my God.
Get out.
You guys really fucking suck.
An opinion.
Chill.
No, you know
Get
what?
her.
No, it's okay. You know what? We need real. We need real.
We will be coming to you for some guilt.
Yeah, we'll be coming to you for
in
some
a little
guilt.
bit. I would like to hear about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to speak to the woman.
Well, we have this iconic scene where Bella finds out that Jacob has imprinted on her daughter. And since we have a live audience, I thought we'd just watch that scene together real quick.
I feel like I
Booth,
saw
are we ready
you.
with the sound? Sure.
Yes.
You imprinted on my daughter? She's a baby!
It's not like that. You think Edward would let me live if it was?
I'm still debating it.
I held her once. One time, Jacob. And now you already think you have some moronic wolfy claim to her? She's mine!
It's fine, Leah.
You're gonna stay away from her.
You know I can't do that.
Stop her, Edward.
He said it's fine. She's amazing, right?
Do you remember how much you wanted to be around me 3 days ago? That's gone now, right?
Long gone.
Because it was her. From the beginning, it was Nessie who wanted me there.
Nessie? You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
I didn't like that.
Seth, are you okay?
Really good.
What was that?
I this morning remembered that we recreated that scene and went,
Why?
Oh,
For a video?
No, just for fun. So that was until I watched this movie, my full exposure to this. And so I will say that it is really challenging to watch this movie without hearing Keith go, she's a baby!
That's what you keep saying.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That's what that's from?
Yeah, it feels like
Whoa. This
Yeah.
is full circle for us.
it. Yeah, Zach
She's a baby!
You say that
like,
all
all
the
the time.
fucking time. And
All the
I
time.
was like, what movie is that
I don't
from?
know. I don't know anything about your life. It's like I needed to be more in on the inside jokes, and then now, I feel more
included.
closer to you.
I do on the last episode.
Damn.
We're still learning something new. I know, I'm sad.
Get over it.
No!
We'd hang out without you guys.
No! We won't! We don't. We don't have a group chat.
We'll come back to this scene, but because that had a glimpse of the credits, I will say that the end credits of this movie are one of my biggest laughs watching it. One, because they begin, so it gives character cards for everybody. Begins with a character we met 8 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Has 2 lines?
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically, I'm actually a full-grown dude, so this baby daughter growing up's not problematic.
Yeah.
That's his line. And then we have Rami Malek's looking to the ceiling, throwing flower petals. Anna Kendrick gets a title card?
Our girl.
She should have been in this one. I would have loved if during the battle scene it was like, on your left, Cap. Running out.
Oh my god.
Really good.
Damn. Are we going back to Renesmee
Yeah, go back to
now? Okay,
Renesmee.
I was like, where are we? That baby though. We're all fighting over this big-eyed baby. And what I burst out loud laughing by myself at my house because I'm alone. I'm lonely. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm watching this movie, and the baby comes on screen for the first time, and Kristen Stewart looks at it, and the baby reaches up and caresses her face like an actualized human psychic.
And then who says, like, that's how she communicates? How the fuck do you know that? She's a baby.
How would you know that?
And
The mind does not explain.
All right, get over here.
yeah.
Let's start this.
We can't.
Who wants to tell me why? Yeah, okay, get over here. There's an audience at home who can't hear you.
Yay! What's your name?
I'm coming to you.
Oh yeah, we're our God mic.
All right, here, let's hear it. Why?
So the reason why is because Edward can read the baby's mind. So when the baby communicates, he can perceive that the baby is telling the person, their thoughts. That's how it goes.
Fucking dumb. It's so dumb.
Did we fully? Are we dumb?
No, I guess so. Yeah.
Is this?
I don't think
this
they
is it?
showed.
This is in the text of the movie. This is the lore of the book.
And they didn't show that enough because I forgot that was his superpower in the whole fucking thing.
I also forgot that.
I forgot.
You know what else they forgot? The fact that their skin glimmers in the sun. What the fuck, dog? They're so.
Justice for
okay,
skin.
We're getting to the point. I can't sit anymore.
Yeah, I can't sit
it.
anymore. I'm so sorry. This is. Yeah, I got it.
Talk your shit, Garrick.
Thank you, Shaw. Watching this with my fiance, and she's like, okay, well, she only glimmers when there's sunbeams on her, and that's why it happens at the
Seattle.
end. We're in Seattle. They were running through the sun the entire time.
Yeah.
There are two
glimmers.
specific moments where she walks to the sun and feels it on her skin. I can't.
All right, no, I'm not gonna do that.
There's two moments. There's one in the beginning where she's in the forest and she's like about to bite a mountain lion's neck or whatever, and she feels sun. She's like, I'm a vampire now.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
sparkle
you're
on her
right.
skin.
Not a
no sparkle on her skin.
Not a single
Then at the
sparkle.
end, you have two of them sitting in the field. Call back. Oh my God, remember that in the first movie?
Oh, so cute.
No sparkle on the skin.
Do you know why though?
No.
Because they spent all the graphic effects budget
Yeah, on this
the
fucking baby.
on Renesmee.
That looks way worse than 90% of the babies I have ever seen in my life. Hire one of those babies.
Honestly, there's some very pretty babies out there that they're cute.
I would have even taken an ugly baby.
I
Yeah.
would have even taken an ugly baby. She looks like Edward.
Yeah.
Looks like Edward and
Oh,
Bella.
it's supposed
So
to.
this is what we're going with. that this is the perfect blend of Robert Pattinson and Kristen
That's
Stewart.
offensive to Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart.
They have nieces and nephews, probably.
I should have known that our audience would turn against us.
Yeah.
But it's still it's exciting. It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about. Oh, I had something. It's gone. Fuck me.
That's normally what happens.
Okay, we talked about how Renesmee, she can touch faces, and Edward can read minds. When did this franchise turn into D&D?
Yeah.
Because we get to the final fight, and everyone's like, well, I'm a waterbender.
Yeah.
And I can electrocute you with my fingers. I'm the
my
healer.
Marvel. Six.
Okay, so just really quick, the scene with Rami Malek, right?
Yes.
You come in, he's just parting the Red Sea.
Yeah, that
And
was
you're
sick.
like, okay, so what movie is, or like if you were to come
And
in
Carlisle's like, yes, of course.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Very nice.
Wow.
But you forget, I don't think growing up when we heard of vampire lore, we're like, vampires, they're afraid of garlic. Maybe they're strong. They only come out at night. They're spooky. They're evil. I don't know.
They can't be in the sun, famously.
Yeah, when did like superpowers come in?
Well, yeah, no, they are afraid of garlic. They can't be in the sun, and they all have a slot machine random superpower that doesn't come up until the 5th fucking movie.
Where like they're really like, here's a smorgasbord of all the things you can, all the talents you can have. It's a talent show.
It was
so weird,
deeply confusing to me because, like, again, it felt like it's like, okay, we have a cleric and a rogue,
electricity girl,
and the healer, and now they're all gonna run out to fight the Volturi, who have one move, which is rip heads off.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're all. What did the Volturi have? Like very specific superpowers. The one guy was touch.
They did.
One guy had
Alice
smoke powers.
Was pain through your, not Alice.
Dakota Fanning.
What? Jane. God, how could I forget? Jane is look at you, make you feel pain.
Yeah.
Do you know, by the way, that is Dakota Fanning's only line in this movie?
Which is what?
Is her going? She's standing on the opposite side, and she just goes, "Pain."
No.
It's her. I dipped into the fun facts. I'm sorry, I couldn't help
facts with Zach's back.
Wow. You guys really listen. We're so shocked by this.
This is so fun.
Yeah, we're a cult.
Yeah.
The fact that that's caught on means that we're in too deep.
Yeah.
That made me so happy. I could die tomorrow. I'm fine. I won't. No, I have no plans. I'm good. I'm chilling. Not that lonely. I'm lonely, but I'm okay.
I don't know where I want to go next, and I also have no idea how far into the show we are. So
Wait, don't you have a baby clip?
Yeah. But I was going to go to the audience first.
Okay.
Go to the audience.
So because clearly you guys are frothing.
Truly, this
is not frothing.
be honest. Is this how you listen to the show when you're like just by yourself? Just mad?
They didn't actually come to celebrate us. They came to beat our ass.
They came to beat our ass.
We
and so, yeah, maybe we should start the show.
No.
As
because we always try to say, I'll never forget, it was when Miles was still around and he pulled us off air and he was like, guys, so huddle up. And I was like, oh, we're in trouble. And he goes, you guys are shitting on the movie. Like a lot.
Yeah.
So why don't we try, this is like fun tea, because like it's ending, so who cares? Yeah. And he goes, so why don't we try, it's so bad that it's good. Like, I hate this so much that it's fun.
I think his suggestion was, I love that.
Yeah.
Blank.
Yeah.
Lovingly poking at the quirks.
Yeah. So now if you listen to the episodes, you'll hear like very specifically, we will always be like, do you know what I love?
Yeah.
Do you know what's crazy? That's so genius and funny and so crazy, silly, hilarious, wild. It's just so good.
You know, I do still think about, because we've had episodes where we've disagreed vehemently, right? And I'm sure you've disagreed vehemently with us. And so I still, like, on like a monthly / weekly basis will be like, maybe I could get him to watch Josie and the Pussycats again. Maybe this time they'll like sleep over. Maybe. And I think about like how can I win them over?
It makes me judge them when they don't like the ones I like. I'm like, I think less of you. I don't mean to. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, I get that.
And that's how I feel about this, because genuinely, I think this movie fucking rips. Like, I think so much.
Talk that shit, Kelsey. Tell us.
I think so much. Brother, I'm not okay. I'm gonna try and stay in one place because Zach always yells at me because I go too far all over the place too fast. So I'm gonna We get death. We're starting with death.
Okay.
We get life. We have a brand new baby, bitch.
Okay.
We get adolescence. We get to see her fucking be from 0 to like 13 real quick. Okay? We get to see culture. Okay? Hello, diversity in this film.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay.
Diversity?
So, no.
In the whiteness, there was a lot of different white. In that diversity of the white, in the type of white.
Oh my God.
They had blonde vampires.
Jesus Christ.
One of them had a Russian accent.
Brunette vampires.
Yeah.
Oh, they had like a Russian vampire.
Yeah, Russian vampires. and the only black people in the film came swinging in like fucking dog. Are you out of your fucking mind?
I'm saying it's so good that they had. It's crazy how much diversity they have.
Oh yeah, every vampire that's black, we're just gonna throw dreads at them and just be like, oh yeah, of course. What other haircut would a black person have? Dreads.
I mean, their superpower is pretty sick. They were like, we can make you see whatever you want.
That's pretty cool.
And instead of actually making them see something that they want, they really just said, blind them.
Yeah.
Take their whole sight.
Yeah, and the first thing that they made Edward see was just the opening of the White Lotus. Why'd they get rid of that opening? Anyway.
The composer's quitting.
I want to, for our next topic, I want to come down to the audience and hear what we're not talking about. I'm looking for, there she is.
Oh.
I'm putting you on the spot. Hey, Joyce.
Joyce!
Damn, I mean, where do I start? I mean, gotta get up. I got my popcorn, my margarita.
It's fucking Joyce.
Why do the girls love Twilight? Because it was porn for preteens.
Woo!
Okay? I wanted that werewolf to bust it open in the back of the car before I knew what busting it open was. Second off, the reason why there aren't a lot of black people in Twilight is because Stephanie Myers is a Mormon who believes
they believe we're
that
aliens.
black people are cursed.
Yeah.
So the only black people in the movie had to be villains.
Wow.
And anything else? It's always been known they had superpowers from the beginning.
It was?
What the fuck? What are we talking about?
In all vampires?
Yes!
In like, when you were a kid for Halloween, you're like, I'm gonna be a vampire, and my superpower is...
It's in the lore. He could read minds. The reason why he wants to fuck Bella is because he couldn't read her mind. Yeah. You know, he wanted to pounce on that pussy because he didn't know what was going on.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting touch
And
point.
like, they
Bella's
collected
superpower.
all those people around the world because of their powers. Like, even Remy, like, he's one of the most powerful vampires for a reason. That's why he was hidden in Egypt.
They had
away
to keep
from
him
the
hidden.
Volturi.
Oh.
There it is.
Okay.
That's a good point. Bella had a reveal.
Hey,
We
give it
had a
up for
reveal.
Joyce.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of really good points there. You talked about how this is porn for preteens. Weird.
It's weird when you say it.
Okay.
It was
better
okay
than-
when Joyce said it.
One of my favorite lines of the whole franchise is in this movie.
Oh.
And I wrote it down because I want to make sure I get it right.
Oh, you do? This one you want to make sure is factually correct.
They go into their new bedroom. This is, again, during her craziest 12-hour... Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And she goes... They have a new bed. And she goes, vampires don't sleep. And Edward turns and says, it's not intended for sleep.
You know
That
what?
hits
You
so
know what?
hard.
Yeah, can't lie. That fucking rips, dog. That's a good line.
And remember when they broke the bed and there was like feathers and pillows everywhere on their vacation? This time I was like, that was your crazy vampire sex? That? It looked so... She glowed. She glowed. She glowgasm. We've all been there. You ever come so hard you can't hear? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You ever like get up and you kind of like have spots in front of your eyes? You're like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know I could fucking do that.
Hey, big dog, I've been weak in the knees a couple times.
Drink, bitches.
While we're talking about... Sorry. While we're talking about hot people in this franchise, I just want to because I don't want to run out of time here. I think that this movie has the hottest vampire in the franchise. Oh. And I got in trouble with Kaylin before the show because I said, I think this vampire is hotter than Edward.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it up for one of my favorite actors, Mr. Lee Pace.
Wow.
I think that this guy is an absolute fucking baddie, and I would like to
What are those eyebrows?
What is it called when you like submit as evidence this video that I edited myself this morning?
Yes.
This is me 2 nights ago watching this movie alone, discovering my type.
Yeah.
I think he's so hot.
Your type is Beatles adjacent, which is fine. That's cool.
A little creepy, a little fragile, a little pale.
Yeah.
Very Tim Burton-y.
He has a line before the final fight where does he call her woman?
Yes. And I'll allow it.
Okay.
There's 2 things I don't allow. When someone calls me woman and female.
Oh.
But it coming out of this man's mouth, I'll fucking allow it.
He goes, woman. If I don't like hearing myself say it.
I'll follow you anywhere if we survive this. Woman.
I think we have to talk about the climax of this film.
Oh.
All right. I'm very excited to talk about this. Like, no, please go for it. I'm very excited to rip
Guys,
about it.
They're ripping. You want to rip on it?
Yeah.
Like they be ripping skulls off of people's heads.
Yeah.
Those heads popped off.
It was nuts.
They popped in a way. I was like, where's the blood?
Yeah, but they don't have it. They're fucking cold. And that, yeah. I was like, all right, Miss Myers, you got it. Good for you.
That made sense.
That's good continuity. I love that.
I'll allow it.
This movie
I
is
will allow it.
shockingly violent.
Yes.
In a way that is, guys, let's just watch it.
They saved it.
Let's fucking go.
Let's watch it.
Oh, we're sorry, in the middle. Nuts.
Are you kidding? She reaches.
Look at how they massacred my boy.
Bro, as someone with facial jaw trauma, my butthole clenched. I went, whoop.
Yeah.
I went right to the craziest one, but
drink.
Thank you. This is so fun.
like not since the Edward Norton curb stomp have I seen something so visceral.
Nuts.
It is like reaching a hand into a jaw, ripping up until the head comes clean up. There's a lot of beheading, but that is certainly the craziest of them.
Film bro reference.
Oh. Calling him out.
Thank you. It feels like I have people on my side, you know?
Do we want to watch more beheadings? I'm down to just let it play. All right, here we go.
It's really a smorgasbord. Why? Oh, look, this guy from Shameless, y'all know, the gay one. I love him.
Did you realize, by the way, that you have someone from across the universe in this movie?
No.
The other scraggly one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so this, go back, pause it,
Yeah,
pause
wait,
it, pause
I didn't
it.
understand what happened there.
No, okay, so my guy has been waiting to die. And I'm watching this movie and I'm just like, I don't get anything from this. And then I saw that scene and I was like, I totally understand.
I'll play this again. He goes, thank you, right?
Finally.
Wait, what do you
Finally,
mean?
we can die. Oh my God, look at him. He's so happy.
Wait, but what did he do right there?
Huh? He let them tear him apart.
He dies?
He dies. And he was just like, oh, thank God.
These people have been alive for so fucking long.
I thought I'm not gonna lie, I thought he, while they were running by, he grabbed both of their arms.
he was doing the backpack kid. He was flossing.
The pieces were their arms. Wait, just play it back one more time. Just imagine it's the other way around.
Yeah, let's watch it a third time.
Where he's killing them. Ready? And they're both losing their arms.
Oh my God, no.
They both lost their arms.
You
And he
see
kills
what we
them.
have to deal with?
I was so confused.
No, oh my God, dog, it is.
I read the book, you're right.
Yeah, it's a level of nihilism that I really fuck with.
Something that I love about the Volturi...
That's a big word for Elmo.
Nihilism?
Nihilism?
Yeah, big word.
Drake.
Drink. You said it.
Because I repeated it?
Yeah. Drake.
Something that I really love about the Volturi in this movie, the actor specifically, I think that Martin Sheen is a great actor.
Yeah, he's like a goated, trained.
Yeah,
I was actually shocked that they got him to come back.
I was like...
All of the Volturi sort of play like they're horny for death. And I'll show you just some of the unhinged acting that they have here. This is when he's first meeting Renesmee.
So much caked up foundation. Do the laugh.
That's a crazy choice as an actor.
I was gonna say, they did multiple takes, and every time he made a different noise.
Yeah.
And someone in the editing bay was like, there it is.
That's the one. Well, to be in this franchise that, like, at the time was being derided, critics were, people were passing it off as passé. And you go, I am an Oscar-nominated person. I am here in the climax of this. I am seeing this child. I know what I must do. That's a crazy choice.
You know what? I think that was left in because he did that first. And then they were like, could you give us a couple more options maybe? And he was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing anything else.
That was
I'm
a choice.
in a Twilight movie. You're lucky that I'm back, dog.
I mean, they have some amazing actors in this franchise. And like, they all said yes.
Here's one of them.
Yeah.
I realize a scene that we would be absolutely remiss to not cover here tonight. And that is watching our dear boy Jacob tell Bella's dad...
Where are my fanfic whores at?
Wait.
Where are my fanfic whores at?
Just really quick, we can do this live, and I'm so happy. Okay, so cheer if you are Team Edward.
Oh.
Sick. Cheer if you are Team Jacob. Wrong. Like the split is incorrect. Jacob. I think that Jacob is more handsome. I think that I'm on Team Jacob. Like. No? So what is so...
We're learning my type and Garrick's type tonight.
Yeah. I like them short, dark, and handsome.
Did you see whoever photoshopped monstrosity Garrick's face?
I think I look great.
Onto Jacob's body on the poster.
I think I look fantastic.
I'm just going to let this 5 times Jacob has his shirt off Twilight Saga compilation. We'll just play this in the background.
This is important.
And you know why Edward never had his shirt off?
He did! In Italy, when he goes into the sun and you see his hairy happy trail.
Ew.
I love my ice cold men with a happy trail.
So Jacob is sent to tell Charlie, who, by the way, we want to talk about the real hottie of this franchise.
Daddy.
Dude, okay. Also, I feel like they took Charlie and was just like, what if we made him a cartoon and have him be like the dad on Inside Out? It looks like exactly like Drink, but also...
Drink! Okay, this scene, when I forgot. So I drank too much in my 20s. So I forgot this happened. And I'm like, what's he about to do?
Well, he was sent to say,
and he's
your
like,
daughter is dead. And Charlie just has a moment where he goes, no, she's not.
She's not.
And he's like, you're right. I'm going to striptease for you.
Yeah.
And they're alone in like a sexy woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him. He's nervous all of a sudden.
He's like,
no,
brother.
kid, I got to get out. He's like, wait.
Yeah.
So
See, I'm going to just ad-lib this. What? I got to go. This is making, wait, just look. I don't want to look. Look at my body. My body is beautiful. What are you talking about? I'm straight, man. There's nothing here for me. I've known you since you were a kid. Daddy, I need you to see. What the hell are you doing, brother?
No,
I must show you. What? Charlie's like, what?
He says,
no!
Jacob, put your shirt back on. He turns, but this moment is the thing fan fiction dreams are made of. Because Charlie does not leave, he turns.
Yeah.
Look at it! He's like...
At this point, if you are Charlie Swan, what do you think? No. Let's not let the wolf distract from what's happening here.
Wait, okay.
He says, Jacob, put your shirt back on. And he sees what? And Jacob says, I'm not going to put my shirt back on. I'm going to keep stripping. And then he turns.
Yeah. Let's go a little bit forward.
And
like
you know what
this.
I'm gonna do here, just to really, I'm gonna go ahead and play back speed.
Slow mo.
Let's just let's go 0.5 here.
Yeah, slow it down. Back, yeah, bow, chico. Wow. Look at him, looking away.
That moment?
Look at him, look away.
Did the lights change or did I get hot? The lights change, right? Okay.
This is him going, that don't impress me much.
He's saying you're gonna have to do a little bit more than that this time.
He said, call me by your name.
I want you to watch this and tell me the thoughts going through Charlie's head or not. Oh, here we go again, Charlie.
Yeah. This guy's always trying
We swore we left this life behind.
And pause. There it is. He looks down for a second.
Once over, brother.
This
he
is
does.
oh no. I can't, just like a werewolf can't control his urges, so too, Charlie Swan his breath was taken away by the sight of Jacob. And then he turns into a wolf. Did anyone in this room write Twilight fan fiction?
Oh.
Are you actually telling the truth?
Or did you read it? Anyone read it?
Yeah, we got a lot more hands.
I know there has to be some shit written about this scene on the internet.
Oh my God.
That I would like to take a look at for research purposes. Because we do research on this podcast.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes.
We never.
The other thing that I'm curious about, since we have you guys here, so who saw this movie in theaters? And you're one of them. So the thing that I'm genuinely fascinated by is the turn this franchise takes, right? Because you start, as Joyce so eloquently put it, as softcore porn for preteens.
Yep.
Still sounds weird, right, when he says it?
It does.
It's icky.
The climax of this franchise is ripping throats out, right?
Yeah.
It is absolutely balls to the walls violence. And so I want to know, were you like, oh shit, I didn't see this coming, or were you bloodthirsty, screaming,
it was
ready?
different.
It was traumatic.
So in the book, if I do recall, they do not have this big old fight at the end.
And by the way, in this movie, they don't either.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
Which genuinely shocked.
That got me.
Shocked
I was
us.
genuinely surprised.
I even was like,
oh, fuck.
it was a dream the whole time!
Yeah, because
it was all a dream.
It's like very finale vibes, like the last film of the franchise, and you're like, okay, so what could happen? Let's just kill off
How could they
everybody.
make this better? Yeah.
let's just
In
kill
the
off.
book, we think we know what we're about to see, which is just a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like boring. Oh, wow, let's go watch a scene of people telling the truth to each other. That's not
Yeah.
a fucking movie. And they fucking got
that's
us.
that's what the book is.
The book is they just talk.
They just
They're
talk
like,
and they have
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa.
conversation. And it's just talk.
Chill.
Yeah, it is I know it's a book.
Someone yells out, it's a book.
It's a book.
Of course they talk.
Don't you read?
Of course they talk. It's a book.
It's a book. Yeah.
There are words in books.
And so when, I'll never forget the moment I gasped when I was watching this film was when Carlisle jumps.
Yeah.
You're making the whole start of the fucking.
Oh my God. And his head falls down into frame and then his body. And I was looking at the people next to me. I was like, what?
Oh no.
When did that happen?
Oh no.
I don't remember that happening. And as an audience member, I remember being like mad that they were diverting so strongly from the book, but also like, this is kind of fucking sick.
Yeah, it's kind of dope. I think that is
Sick
a
fight
really, really cool way to add some action into a place where it doesn't actually happen in the book. I was just like, let's just use one of the people's powers to project a fight and then recall it so that you actually do just have a conversation. Doesn't fuck up lore at all, doesn't fuck up the book, and it's just a thing that you get to watch
And that,
as an audience
in
member.
a film like this, made me be like, you know what? Cinema.
You got it. You guys did your big
Do you
one.
want to talk about like twist endings?
Yeah.
I often reference this for people. I'm like, you want to see a real ending with a twist that you don't
It goes
see fucking
Breaking
coming?
Dawn Part 2, Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Drink. Thank you.
We shout out to Sophie at the Dynasty team because we were talking before the show started, and she said that plot twist reveal fully rewired the chemistry of her brain.
It was like cultural.
Wow.
We were like, oh my God, they took such a brave step.
Yeah.
Diverting from the original IP materials for the ending. And wow. And then we get a montage scene. Like, we get a recap of all 5 movies. They were really like, look what we fucking gave you.
I think that it was really funny that Martin Sheen's character had his brother come up to him and just like, hey, we gotta fight and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, listen, brother. We get fucking cooked, Stuck. If we go through with this, we're all dead.
It's embarrassing the family.
Yeah.
I know you want to die.
Yeah, but
I know.
And then also,
you've been waiting for it, apparently.
Yeah, my boy that also like wants to die, my nihilistic king. He's like, oh man.
You actually, if you rewatch when they're leaving the fight, he goes, oh shoot.
Yeah, in the back, shucks.
Guys, I wanted to find.
The final fight, too, is crazy. Rami Malek uses his power to split the fjord. And as we all know, under every fjord is molten lava.
200 feet below the surface.
Also, is that the same clearing where they played baseball?
That's what I thought.
It is?
No way, really?
Yes,
That's
it's like their
fucking fire.
hometown field.
Cool.
If
Their
they
big
had
open field.
Very, very Dragon Ball Z of them to be like, let's fight where nowhere else is. Let's fucking go, baby!
Drink.
Yeah!
Drink. Any fucking
Also drink.
Yes.
if they had set the fight to Supermassive Black Hole, I would crown this as the greatest movie of all time.
This is my Casablanca.
It is funny.
It's a long fight scene.
I know that my homie in the front row would argue that it's totally cheap and kind of ruins it, that the entire climactic fight has no stakes because they undo it.
Yeah.
But we think it's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. You feel satiated. You walk out being
I don't know that I did.
I did. I walked out, I was like, fuck yeah, I saw what I needed to see.
Yeah, I really liked that they know that they won. And that the Volturi knew that they won, and then they just ran.
It's almost more embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's almost more embarrassing for him to be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I almost did that.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
That would have been really bad if I
us.
made the wrong choice.
How
here.
embarrassing. And now I got to go home with my tail between my legs.
Right.
And the only thing I say to that, though, is like Alice's power, right? It's not like seeing the future. It's seeing what happens in that moment based on the decision someone's making, right? Like she's not future telling. It's like, if you make this decision right now, this is what is about to happen.
Yeah. Also, it was very funny that Alice like kicked the fuck out of him.
Just straight in the chest.
She was like,
fully 300. She got up. But then I was like, what about tomorrow? Like, what's stopping them from coming back tomorrow and fighting?
Time. Yeah.
Because I'd be looking over my shoulder for those Italian fucks. Anytime, you know?
Well, the Volturi go deep. Some moments that we have to hit before we end this episode is, of
no
course,
way it's over.
It's not even close. Not even close.
Okay.
A little close. But of course, we can't say goodbye before we throw the baby in the fire.
In the front row.
Throw the baby out with the
Do it again.
Dog, when I tell you
Look at
that I
face.
howled.
Screenshotting that, and I'm putting that as like my email signature.
Yes. Oh my God.
Dakota Fanning with one of the least committed performances you'll ever see in a film.
Oh my God.
Saying, this is how you throw a 10-year-old.
That prop baby had no weight to it. Someone got fired. They were like, who forgot to put the rocks in the prop baby? Why was that baby so light?
More movies should throw children in fires.
I don't love how Dakota Fanning seemed very like unamused by the fact that she was
one more
in this
time.
movie. Yeah. She seemed throughout the movie. I feel like Dakota Fanning is famous for being like an adorable child actor, and the whole time she's just like very brooding and dark, and then she throws the baby in the fire. Only time she looks happy.
I'm just gonna leave this GIF up for the rest of the show.
Because that over-the-shoulder shot, the continuity's not my favorite on that clip.
You know what? So
you know what? A lot of films don't go there.
Yeah, I've seen this GIF. I've seen this GIF before, and I genuinely thought it was from Game of Thrones. I'm not kidding. I was like, oh shit, oh damn, Game of Thrones gets kind of dark, bro. Maybe I should watch it.
Little did you know.
Little did I know.
Little did you fucking know.
I'm surprised this isn't a more popular reaction GIF.
Yeah.
Controversy.
Yeah.
Like you could over the kid's face, you could put your NFL team that got eliminated from the playoffs and throw in the fire.
My God! It just
So while we're talking about babies and things that you want to burn with fire, I want to once again bring us back to Renesmee. Because Renesmee is a CGI...
Let's see that CGI baby face.
Bring them out.
There it is. So what if I told you, though, that Renesmee, as freaky as she looks...
You know.
Almost...
Y'all know.
Don't do what?
Oh, they know.
Does anyone not know what we're about to see?
Someone say...
Yeah! Because Renesmee... could have looked a whole lot worse.
Way worse.
And in fact...
way worse.
So, this is a CGI baby.
Put it up.
We know.
But they filmed with an animatronic baby. Because I remind you that, according to the Gospel of Stephanie Meyer, this is the most beautiful baby that anyone has ever seen. The beauty of Bella, the grace of Edward. Half immortal vampire, half person. And so they made an animatronic that looks like this. Don't worry, I'll slowly zoom in for you.
Look at that sexy ass baby. Ew.
I can't help but see a Boston Terrier or a Frenchie.
Yes.
That looks like a Frenchie, what ChatGPT's doing to people's dogs right now on TikTok, where they're like, turn my dog into a human. That's one.
Ew, man.
So
her eyes are so far apart.
So if you don't mind, I would like to now dip into fun facts.
Sing it.
It's Fun Facts with Zach's back.
Wow. That's real cult shit. I had no idea. Wow. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a top career moment for me. There's been so many, but that was up there for me.
So this is the Renesmee doll, or as the cast and crew referred to her, is Chuckesme.
Yes.
Because of her likeness to the horror doll Chucky.
Yeah.
Everyone on set fucking hated this thing. They made this animatronic and then immediately, while filming it, went, yeah, nah, dog, this isn't gonna work.
Can't do this.
But we do have clips of Chuckesme in action.
Ew.
Chuckesme, the dog.
Chuckesme is one of the most grotesque animatronic babies, ever to not be seen on film.
You could open open up
This
way?
Yeah, that way.
Oh my God.
Why are the eyes so far apart?
To have the...
Did anyone?
Ew. She's tough with throw her in the fire. Put the gift back up.
Have you ever seen the movie Split? That motherfucker right there. The quote that they said was, Chuckesme was, quote, one of the most terrifying animatronic babies to ever not be seen on film.
She's kind of looks like she's in the process of melting.
to have this little creature that does all the hand movements and stuff. I want the whole world to forgive me now before this movie comes out because I'm holding like a 60-pound mechanical doll.
How do you act in front of
me
that?
and the doll have to like move our bodies at the same time, and so I've got like two men sitting right below me, like
it's a
doing like
there were
stuff
two
in our hands,
puppeteers
and, like,
underneath
one guy, like,
controlling.
pokes me in the eye there, and it's really difficult.
Don't fucking touch
By the way,
me.
when you watch the movie back and know that the little baby hand,
It's two grown men on the ground with 60 pounds. They're like, the union doesn't pay us enough for this.
Those two grown men are just like, yeah, just touch her lightly. Just touch, just caress.
Just sort
There
of
it is.
caress it.
No, that's too much. That's too much.
Too much.
No,
A lighter touch. She needs a lighter touch.
baby touch.
if you watch this clip later, you will see that she is barely containing her hatred for this fucking
Really
thing.
difficult for me.
We're trying to create something that's otherworldly with Renesmee in the movie that
It's
has
like
to
the Kristen
be,
Wiig little
you know,
finger
kind of
when it's in her mouth.
preternaturally intelligent, yet still
Hand
look
in
like
her
a
mouth.
baby, but actually look like a little bit more mature baby than one would be at 1 day old. So we ended up pulling this thing out on
Don't
the day
make that
and
art
shooting it.
person
And the
show
second
her
you're holding it up,
face.
you realize like this is.
I don't ever want to hear anyone say that Kristen Stewart is not a great actress ever again. Because she is holding that abomination,
A true demon spawn.
looking at it with the love of a mother.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, there is more about Chuckesme. Because
We
Do you
don't
think
have
anyone
to
has
see
that
it.
tattooed on them?
Oh,
Like
my
Baby
God.
Grinch? Someone has to
Okay,
have that.
so this versus Baby Grinch, what's cuter? Clear. Okay, great. Just
That wasn't even a fun game.
this thing
Yeah,
ate
you're right.
Baby Grinch in the womb.
Yeah.
So this doll...
Ew, why is it standing like that?
It's very much like the meme of like I'm about to crash or whatever the fuck. I don't even remember.
Drink. That was obscure enough of a reference.
No.
So this baby, to make things worse, is allegedly
How could we make things worse?
haunted.
Who are you in the front? A clairvoyant? What the fuck?
Yeah. Is it haunted?
Every time we've
Why
asked
is
the
it
question,
haunted?
she's answered correctly.
Oh my God.
Quote, one day she might be standing up straight, and the next
What?
when you come in on another day,
What?
she's in a weird position.
No.
Is that standing up straight? Because
It's like, is she moving around in there?
Pizza.
We don't know, but we tell everybody that the cover is on her for their protection.
that's what most men I sleep with say.
Really good.
Another episode. Another episode.
Have any of those
ay.
made it in? Do they know? Okay.
Oh, they
Okay,
do?
just making sure.
Fire.
When do you think we're gonna let Shrek come out? At least 6. Someone's
Yeah.
got to count.
Yeah.
So,
Have y'all been thinking of your names, by the way? Is anyone still playing that game? Okay.
okay, good. We're gonna come
Someone
to you.
said now. Someone said fuck your
Yeah,
game.
if your answer was no, just don't say
They
anything.
said it's Sunday and it is 4:20, bitch. I am not thinking that hard.
So, we've talked about this a little bit with the previous movies, but I actually found a blog post from StephanieMeyer.com. Oh. She has, if you go back, what year was this? This was years before they announced the cast. This was 2007, okay. So she had her dream cast. This was her fan casting the entire franchise. And she shared a blog post of everyone she wanted. And she said in the blog post, I don't control this. I have nothing to do with this. And actually, this blog post was lamenting that her dream
Big
actor...
word. Lamenting?
I think you're just dumb.
Lamenting's big.
This was Stephanie Meyer Cry because her... I was trying to dumb it down.
That I understood.
Because
That I
her...
understood.
Kelsey. Kelsey, stand up.
Sorry.
I'm ensuring that I don't leave this room without someone beating the fuck out of me. This was her dream actor for Edward had aged out of the role.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to go through and tell you everybody, her dream Edward was not Christian Bale, Henry Cavill.
Oh.
Mr. himself.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have made the discussion between Edward versus Jacob a lot harder to.
I can't believe you with this slander.
I'm just saying.
You love Robert Pattinson.
We do.
No.
Now.
Now.
That's making.
Y'all think he got like hotter?
In the way. Ooh, ever since he got brooding, I was like, yeah, no, that's kind of fire.
Damn.
He's sick.
It's the smeared eyeliner under his Batman outfit. And his little goofy voices.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about
He
Jacob.
goes to my gym.
Don't tell them that. Why, also, why is that the first time we're hearing that? He goes to a gym?
You've seen him sweat?
Every time someone famous walks into my gym, I text these motherfuckers. They don't read the group chat ever.
Yeah, we do.
Never. Y'all know they don't read the
I
group
will
chat.
look in my...
Thank you. I'll add you in tonight.
You're going to tell me that you've seen him sweat?
And his wife.
Suki Waterhouse?
It is so fine. And so nice.
Have you talked to her?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not trying to brag.
Keep bragging. What'd you talk about?
All I'm saying is they're cool. They're chill. They're just regular people.
Did you talk to him?
No. I'm far too afraid. I can't even look in the direction.
Yeah.
I
mean, don't bring up Twilight.
No,
he's proud of it now.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He knows. Yeah, now. You have to be far enough away from it. It'll be like you with the Try Guys.
She stood up. Yeah.
My favorite is that you didn't wait to start collecting high fives.
Yeah.
I can't beat that.
There. Full circle.
Well, her dream Bella.
Bella Loca, where you been?
I have the name here.
Oh, my
Where
God.
you been, Loca?
Where you been, Loca?
Was. Okay, Rainie texted me, but I thought she was saying shut the fuck up.
Wrap it up.
Her dream Bella was Emily Browning.
This movie is so good.
Sucker Punch.
Fantastic.
At this point, she, I believe, had been in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Those lips, my bisexual awakening was this film. At BuzzFeed, I used to have this poster as my screensaver for many years.
I really, really do remember, because I think that's why I watched the movie.
Really?
Is because it was just...
And it was like a cool, fun sci-fi.
Snyder, he was
Hot.
doing stuff.
Her with that ribbon. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
It's very cool.
Her dream Jacob was Mr. Tyler Posey.
Related to Parker?
All right, I'm coming to you. What just happened here?
Related
Because
to
you
Parker?
reacted in a way that no one has tonight.
Teen Wolf is like my favorite show ever.
Yes.
So Scott McCall and also Jacob Black, I would have probably imploded.
So was he Teen Wolf after or before?
He said, I'm going to be a wolf one way or another.
Yeah.
It would have been during. So Stephanie Meyer was like, I like that one wolf guy.
Yeah, he does look mad wolfy.
He looks mad wolfy.
He's very wolf in the face.
Wait, did someone say he is related to the Parker Posey?
No way. No.
No? I made that up?
Yes.
No.
It was a question.
I would be so excited.
That would be amazing.
Lorazepam, you know?
This is my favorite of them. Her dream Charlie. Charlie Swan. Mr. Mustache himself.
Yeah.
None other than John C. Reilly. Which means we could have had Steve Brule as Charlie Swan.
No.
Yes.
Do we think maybe that she didn't plan for the sex appeal of Dad?
Yeah.
I don't
Daddy
think that
Swan?
she realized that we all wanted to fuck Bella's dad.
We wanted to ride that stash.
In the book...
Fuck John C. Reilly.
Okay.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Let it be said, John C. Reilly can get it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
If Walton Goggins can get it, John C. Reilly can get it.
I still think about that scene.
Yeah.
Amy Lou, man.
Yeah.
Someone give her some flowers. He sucked her nipples. I'm sorry. I don't care how you're acting. That forehead. I would just be counting how many that's like an 8.
Don't talk about Cecil that way.
He cheated on his wife.
Oh.
Walton Goggins did?
Yes.
Oh.
Have you guys not heard this tea?
No.
We don't have time for this.
White Lotus TikTok, look it up on your way home. Not while driving.
I was just thinking about him, how unfortunate it is for me personally that he made receding hairlines cool right after I took care of mine.
I don't know if it's...
Not that cool, okay.
I don't know if it's back, you know what I mean?
Going back to this, we got 2 more. Stephenie Meyer's dream Carlisle was one time her dream Edward.
Oh, okay.
He aged out.
Okay.
And so she said, what about Charlie Hunnam? Oh, no, that's
what?
just hey, and by the way, that's just a photo of Carlisle, my bad.
Yeah.
Who?
I was like, that's Carlisle.
Charlie Hunnam from Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy. Any fans of Undeclared? Queer as Folk?
Yeah.
Yum.
I randomly stood behind him while getting my parking validated at the Grove, and he was just there in a newsy cap, and I was like, "That's fucking
nice guy."
I swear
Charlie
to fucking God, I used to belong to the same gym as Charlie Hunnam.
What?
Really?
And we were talking about Pacific Rim and talking about some of the plot holes. I mean, we're critiquing some of it, even though I think the movie's kind of dope. And then I hear a ugh, and he had finished a bench press behind us.
Oh my God.
Oh, whoopsies.
Be careful who you talk about in this town.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody know everybody.
I want to talk about my favorite of Stephenie Meyer's fan casting because her dream, is it Laurent in the first movie? So this is one of 3 black people in the franchise. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, he does have dreads in the film.
You were worried, weren't you?
This is the middle of the bad guys, if you remember, in the first movie. And she said, wouldn't it be cool if John Stamos played that character? I am not kidding. And here is her blog post where you can see even more her backups. It's really, it goes in deep. But yeah,
that
there's
looks
Charlie.
About white.
Rachel Lee Cook. She wanted Cillian Murphy for James.
Oppenheimer?
Which one's James?
Who's James, the first movie.
I see. Yeah,
that guy who was him was good.
Do you think John Stamos would mind doing a cameo? Girl.
Yeah.
And then this was fascinating for fan suggestions. They've got a bunch. But somewhere on here, the dude that plays Jasper is on here somewhere.
Right there.
Okay, where is? I can't see. It's too small. Is this him?
Yeah, my favorite Jasper suggestions. I've got amazing vision.
No, I think it was.
No, bitch,
no,
you
right
just
here.
scroll
Here
past
he is,
it.
Jackson Rathbone. He was a fan suggestion for Edward.
Wow.
And he ended up would have been better.
Controversial.
Wow.
Controversial.
That is shocking. I have a hunch, Rainie, that
That's so funny.
How are we doing on time? I have a hunch that we're into the back nine
it's
here, right?
9:40.
Yeah, okay. All right. So I want to give the audience a real quick chance to
Think
we're gonna
about
go,
your names.
We're gonna do names. We're gonna do lightning round of the guilts and pleasures that we have not hit. So does anybody have something that they're dying to hear? Okay, we're gonna go lightning round real fast.
Yes. Hit us.
I love how 90% of the background shots in the movie are like all the worst green screen you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yeah.
Really
There was a
good.
lot
We
of
love
non-action.
And that's something that we love. Okay, I'm
in
gonna
the
come to both of
background.
you.
They misrepresented Seattle. It's not quite that.
Not the Seattle slander. We won't stand it.
The entire plot of the Volturi coming is because of a miscommunication trope. Because that one Denali Coven person just saw
that one
the
dumb
wrong
blonde
thing.
bitch.
Yeah, she deserved to die. Also.
Maggie Grace from Lost, who they rip her head off and then they undo everyone else getting their head ripped off, but they say, nah, your head gets to stay ripped off.
Have some violence.
Maggie Grace from Lost, you deserve it.
The entire plot line when it comes to the I love this. I absolutely love this.
Doing a real Miles note for us.
The plot line about the note in the Shakespeare play leading to the passports, which only matters for the vision, which doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
So that entire, this is our last hope, goes nowhere.
That is so
really
funny.
good.
And
That
what a
is-
good point.
This
and
is-
also that guy who played the passport guy, he's like a big famous actor.
He's famous.
We should have done the whole show like this. This is way more fun. You guys are smarter than us.
The fact that Charlie's point of view is probably a horror story.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Poor
God.
Charlie.
I
That
saw
is
this.
crazy.
I saw this boy get naked. He turned into a wolf, and then this baby is now 7 years
yeah.
old. Yeah, that is kind of wild.
And my daughter's like, hot now? It's weird. Like pretty. Like pretty.
What the?
You know what I meant.
Well,
She's like
in the
beautiful.
spirit of the film, there's a lot of weird incestual stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of wrongs that we allow to be right.
So it's established in New Moon that Alice can't see the werewolves in her visions. And so then the whole fight scene with the werewolves
Oh my God.
should have not happened, or should they should have not been there?
That's
Oh
a
my
big
God.
inconsistency. Somebody fucked
Oh
that up.
shit! Stephanie Meyer's gonna kill you.
Yeah. We should cut that. I know we said
no.
live unedited, but for her safety.
Don't
For her
don't
safety.
say that too loudly. You're
Yeah.
gonna get fucking sniped, Ty.
Yeah.
Wowee. All right, before we move on, I am curious. I just left the audience. I'm so dumb. Does anyone have
Stimson, boy.
have a name that they think is worse? Thank you. Than
Oh, we got
Renesmee.
a couple. Okay.
And I have some from Rainie from the stream as well, which we haven't shouted you out at all. But if you're watching at home, hi.
Sup, chat? Familia.
Okay, well, I'm going to say one of these that I disagree with. We've got Rothbart from Barbie Princess Swan. Barbie Swan Princess.
Rothbart, it's giving
But
Renesmee.
that's old.
It's a great name, and also, like, it's art.
That's old enough.
Yeah, Rothbart is giving like.
But two of these, we got two real good, strong contenders here, so I want to see if anyone can beat them.
It's true to the
All right.
source material.
Yeah.
Tamlin, Feyre, and what's his last? Riceland or Ricin?
Rhysand.
That dude.
Tamlin's pretty bad.
And
Feyre's
then
hard to pronounce.
From Harry Potter, we got
Hermione.
Weasley and
Oh,
Hermione
Weasley.
because reading the book before the movies came out.
Didn't you all in your brain go Hermione? Hermione?
What am I reading?
I was like Hermione.
I would argue, thanks to the stream, we have a worse name from Harry Potter, Albus Severus Potter.
Oh, the baby's name.
Fucking gross ass. Yeah.
bad. Oh, wait.
Oh, you got more. Oh, you
Pretty
ain't
bad.
done yet. Oh, okay. Oh, you got a gift for us.
Oh
Okay,
my
cool.
God, a treat.
It's like bunny nigiri. Okay, cool.
Wait, I can eat it?
No.
That's still
all right,
sweet.
Shout
thank you.
it out.
Cho Chang.
Wow.
Wait,
Cho
what?
Chang. That might be
Cho Chang.
unbeatable.
From Harry Potter.
That
Cho
might
Chang.
be fucking unbeatable, man.
Yeah.
Gaylord Choche.
Wait, we got another one. Shh.
Sounds like a sexual
Gaylord
act.
Fokker.
What is it?
Gaylord Fokker.
Gaylord Fokker's pretty funny.
Yeah, they're just being.
I also
Wait,
would
we
like
got
to
another one.
offer a deep delve into the Addams family for a Pubert Addams.
Pubert?
Okay, well, Pubert is on the short list for if we have a son, so.
Honestly,
Hubert
Pubert
Kornfeld.
is so bad.
Pubert's really good. It's actually a
Pubert.
family name. Okay, what do we
Pubert's
got
up
here?
there, man.
Humbert.
The fuck is that?
From Lolita.
Oh, she read.
A dual
Humbert's
first name,
Humbert.
last name.
Yeah, right here.
From How I Met Your Mother, Randy Warm Piss.
Okay, but they knew what they were doing.
They're doing a bit.
From Hunger Games, Coriolanus.
Okay. Yeah, that's on the list.
We got
Coriolanus.
Shout out to the stream. We got a Coriolanus as well. Yeah,
Coriolanus.
You can't put anus in a name.
No.
You can't put anus. Okay, so wait, we got one more?
I was gonna say, literally anyone in Dragon Ball is named after food, dog.
Yeah. There's Piccolo. There's other one. Vegeta is Kakarot is carrot.
These
Vegeta's
were
vegetable in general.
I will say that yielded a lot more than I thought, Kelsey. That was a fun game. I
That
enjoyed
was a
that.
fun game. Thank you for participating.
I really enjoyed that.
I feel so fulfilled tonight.
Well, congratulations to Cho Chang. You are getting.
Cho Chang is fucking awful.
What size do you want? Okay, go to Dana at the merch booth and say Zach said.
Yeah.
And no
one else do that.
Don't steal her
You
sweater.
little fucking snakes. I saw it right in your eyes. I saw it right in your eyes. They were all like,
Ooh, well, Zach said I get it.
We're gonna do that after the show, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I have to escort you. I'll bring it.
Yeah.
All right, gang. We now must decide: is this movie a pleasure, a guilty pleasure, or just plain guilty?
Wow.
And I'm gonna tell you that doing this with people in front of me is a lot scarier.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! I'm not going
starting.
first.
Nose goes.
No. Yeah, it's you.
Wait, I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, he's just said it. That's how it works.
Okay. Listen.
All right.
Listen.
I'm listening. Hold on, let me put Renesmee back on.
Yeah, she needs to hear this. Yeah, look her in her big ass eyes.
I will not.
Put the doll up.
I do not consent.
That's the meme I was thinking of that had to do it to him. That's what it fucking was. Oh my God.
Like, where are her shoulders, bro?
God.
It just fucks me up that there was like a prop artist looking at this like,
This is kind of how Justin Bieber dresses.
Yeah, it is.
my finest work.
Yes. She looks like she's about to say, you got games on your phone? Can I play Candy Crush?
She also looked like she just went to her parents' room and said, I threw up. I threw up.
It's still dribbling.
I threw up. Okay, I think we have all like collectively decided to ignore the baby in the room. I think we're all putting baby in the corner. That kind of image makes me glad I had my abortion.
Wow.
God forbid, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, God forbid they
God
come
forbid.
out animatronic.
Yeah. Not a no robots in my pussy. And that's on drinking.
Drink.
No Pubert Darragh. And by the way, if we cut that out for the podcast, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck was that joke?" Yeah, the whole game's not in the podcast.
It better be.
Right.
I think, like we said, if we all in this room and across the globe agree to ignore the problems that this film has, including, you know, yeah.
Okay, get it. We got the light. Get it on.
Imprinting. The fact of the shock of this Act 3 spoiler, like this giant, like jaw-dropping moment that like really made me go, you know what? A lot of my favorite films don't even give me that moment in reaction. They gave us sex. They gave us vampire on drugs running through the woods. They gave us baby. They gave us closure. They gave us like every couple making out at the end on the baseball field. I was like, was that like a requirement to end your storyline?
They gave us Lee Pace.
You gave us Lee Pace. Like, there are so many like good parts about this film that make me overlook the bad. And it just wouldn't be right if we didn't end our last episode of Guilty Pleasures on a true guilty pleasure. So I'm giving it a GP, baby! Prove me wrong.
No, I literally can't because
Prove us wrong.
I 100% agree. I do think this is a guilty pleasure. I feel like because of that ending being so shocking for a new generation, I feel like Sophia's saying that this rewired her brain, like really did put it in perspective. I feel as though this is the Sixth Sense for Gen Z in a way, where they're just like, oh wow, I didn't know that twists exist, so this is like a big deal for us. I feel really bad that it's for a not great movie. Sixth Sense is objectively a better film, but I do think that just that alone does put it into the guilty pleasure category. And I do feel like if you watch part 1 and part 2 together, like back to back, that would put it a little bit
So you're saying we should watch them back to back?
No, I'm not saying that at all. But if you have an afternoon and you can watch them both at the
If you
same
have an
time.
afternoon and literally, I don't know, every other movie ever made doesn't exist, then that's a great double feature.
All right, Zach, bring us home then.
Do you want a movie where the most passive character in history turns into a superhuman spider monkey who can rip the throats out of mountain lions? Do you want to watch every one of your favorite characters mercilessly, brutally murdered by having their heads ripped off, but then it doesn't matter because they actually get to live happily ever after? Then do I have the movie for you? I think this might be the most fun one in the franchise.
Wow.
Shaw.
Let's all say Shaw as a fucking community.
Shaw.
Wow.
And
This
that was
movie-
like a perfectly timed callback, sister. It was.
This movie is guilty as hell, but goddamn, if you don't have fun while watching it, this is a GP. This is what it's all about.
It's what it's all about.
Do you all agree that it's a GP?
I know you don't.
I know you don't. I know you fucking hate it.
Because I felt so guilty.
Yeah.
And that's
So
another
you felt a little
interpretation.
dirty while watching it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But we got Renesmee, and I think that is that's a beautiful thing.
She's a fucking
You just
super
called her a
GP.
thing.
Oh my god.
Truly, if it were up to me, I would sit in this room for another hour.
Yeah. This is so fucking fun.
This was truly the most fun episode that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Truly.
Watching it with you guys.
Yeah.
So I'll quickly just address the elephant in the room. This is our final episode. It has been an absolute dream to do this show. It is so fun. I remember in the deep throes of the early pandemic, texting with Kelsey, we would play Catan online overnight, and I was talking about how I didn't get to do anything around movies. I was just like my first and true passion is talking about movies, watching movies. There was no space for it in my online world with the Try Guys. And so we hatched this dream, this show. Garrick was someone who was only sort of my friend at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to hang out with him more.
Yeah, we watched Uncut Gems high as shit together and like bonded off of that. Not even, I guess that's a trauma bond. Yeah.
It is the fact that we've gotten to do so many of these episodes and that you have joined us for this ride means so much. If we have it our way, we will get to do meetings like this again in person. It's been really fun to get to do this as a live show, so we hope to come back and do it like that. But yeah, just a genuine thank you. It's been really fun to do this show. The people in this room and people watching at home and everyone listening to this episode after the fact, thank you for letting us... thank you for justifying a show that we really did just to hang out.
It's so weird because every week we sit in a room, just us. Like, there's no feedback. There's like, I forget that people listen to it because it genuinely goes from like group chat nonsense straight into recording. It's like something that we all unlikely bonded over, and it's so fucking cool to see other people geeking out over the things that like we love, and like we would have done this for free just for as friends. I think
sort of did.
Yeah. And I think we will continue to do so, but like this has genuinely been so fun. So thanks for letting us like be movie nerds with you guys. It's been such a cool.
It was truly a dream. I like didn't want to watch more movies, but I feel like this really did like just open my, I guess, film vocabulary in a way that I didn't even expect to. I got to watch Better Man three different times. It's just a lot of things and a lot of films that I would have never watched.
Yeah.
This one included. It's
cool.
truly been. I'm getting like choked up.
Yeah, I'm like, I refuse to fucking go there.
Yeah. And so many episodes we didn't get to do.
Yeah.
If we had more time and didn't spend about 48 minutes talking about Renesmee, I wanted to talk about the episodes we didn't get to do.
Yeah.
So maybe if you find us after, you can ask us. If you find us and ask us our opinion about movies we have not recorded, we will happily do it.
Let's, just really quick, lightning round. Let's just do ones that you really wanted to do.
I wish we would have done the Hillary Duff raise your voice. That's on my list for y'all.
We recorded and didn't release a Princess Diaries episode.
Put it on the Patreon!
It was like long story short, we were all really sad while recording, and it was a very bad episode. It was a Zoom recording, and it was like, oh, this is just this isn't.
That's when I was in Atlanta.
Yeah, when you were in Atlanta.
Put it on the Patreon.
But I pulled up my notes from it earlier, and I remembered that I did think that Genovia was a real place for an embarrassingly long amount of time. Yeah.
I really wanted to do Akira, like really, really fucking bad. I just wanted to like be able to. Yeah, drink. We just wanted to show off the Akira slide and how prevalent that is in animation, and how like all of the different tropes and whatnot that are just so present throughout culture that came from Akira. And the red jacket and all of that shit is just
We also
so
filmed one that didn't
iconic.
make it. The other one.
What was the other one? Didn't make it?
Jungle to Jungle.
Jungle to Jungle.
No, Garrick brought this up before.
No, we did not do Jungle to Jungle.
I fucking watched Jungle to Jungle and remember
Garrick brought this up before we recorded. He's like, we never did Jungle to Jungle.
We did
Dog,
George
we
of the
did
Jungle.
it with Reinecker. You weren't there.
Yes.
I wasn't there. Fuck.
That's sad.
You can't end the show, the whole series on that note. Terrible.
We filmed it, but we never released it.
We've been given the light 7 times.
Oh.
Okay, sorry about that.
Guys, it has been an absolute pleasure.
I know, it's so
Thank you so much.
Oh, God.
Hey, there's always a new Fast and Furious movie to look forward to.
Yeah.
And with luck, maybe we'll see you then. Until then, I'm Nick Kornfeld on all the things.
I'm Kelsey Darragh on all the things.
I'm Garrick Bernard on all the things.
And until we meet again,